Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. It's that time. It's that time of the day. It's time for my lunch and learn. And today we are talking about how to design goals that facilitate action in your life. That's what we're talking about today. So before I get into all of that, let me introduce myself. My name is Antoinette, and I am the founder of TG and Development Company, a company that I created because I am passionate about developing the skills that you need so that you can create and live your best life, period. That's all I'm about. I want to see you win at the end of the day. So yesterday, if you missed the video, I talked about goals, and today I'm giving you the exact formula that you need to implement in your life, in your goal creation process, so that you can survive and thrive in 2020 and beyond. All right? So quick recap. I want to definitely let y'all know again why goals are important. So goals are important because they provide you with a sense of purpose. All right? They also let you know where you are headed. Goals also show you that you have a pattern of behavior in place that will support you in elevating to the next level. Goals help you to focus on your results, your outcomes, and your accomplishments, and not to worry about the little petty stuff in between. And last but not least, goals support you in living a defined lifestyle. You know, there's so many people out here that's living aimlessly in the world. And I just want to change the trajectory. And you can do that by creating goals and using this formula. So goals are so important. And as I stated yesterday, and I'm always going to say this, you have to define goals in 8 areas. This is so important. If you want to be successful, you literally have to focus on these 8 areas. If you're doing anything outside of these 8 areas, you are not going to live your best life. And I hope you get that today. Like, I need you to understand that if you don't focus within these 8 areas, you will not live your best life. You will not be able to design your best life, okay? So the 8 areas are your personal growth, your business and career, your finances, your relationships, your health, your fun, your spirituality, and also your contribution. Like, how are you going to give back? It's so important for you to focus in these areas starting today. Today, create goals in those areas so that you can design and live your best life. All right. So now I'm going to share with you the 9 strategies. It's 9 of them. It's 9 strategies that you can implement when creating your goals that can support you and facilitate an action today. Because no more are the days are we just dreaming. We are literally acting on our goals. We are literally acting on the things that we want to accomplish in life. And the first step, the first foundation in doing that is to create goals that will support you in accomplishing your dreams and your vision. Okay? So strategy number 1, goals should be written as outcomes. Goals should be written as outcomes. What are outcomes? Outcomes are specific, measurable statements that let you know when you have accomplished your goal. Let me repeat that. Outcomes are specific, measurable statements that let you know when you have accomplished your goal. So I ask y'all some questions. What goals do you want to accomplish, right? Some people say, I want to be financially stable. Well, that's a great idea. That's an idea. I want to be financially stable. But a goal would be, I want to put an extra $150 in my savings account every time I get paid to reach my goal of $5,000 by the end of the year. What's your outcome? You're going to get $5,000, right? And I didn't do the math or anything like that. This is just me putting it out there. I don't know. But this is just me giving you examples. People want to be physically healthy, right? You want to be physically fit. You want to have a good diet. So for an example of that would be, instead of saying I want to be physically healthy, because that's not an outcome. There's no outcome in that. That's an idea. We all would like to be physically healthy. Well, some of us anyway. But a goal would be, or a goal stated as an outcome would be, starting December 1st, I will visit the gym 3 times a week to support me in reaching my goals of 150 pounds. Hey, how you doing? So that's a goal written as an outcome. All right. So strategy number 1, goals should be stated as an outcome. Number 2, goals should be specific. And I know we briefly talked about that in number 1, but goals should be specific enough to be verifiable and also to drive action. So when you're writing your goals, you have to ask yourself, how can I verify how can I verify that I'm working towards my goal? And also you want to ask yourself, in this goal, am I saying what actions am I taking, right? So with the first goal, with the first example, I want to put $150 a month to the side every time I get paid to reach my goal of $5,000. Okay. So how can you verify that you are working towards this goal? Well, you can verify because if you on your payday, if you don't physically put the $150 in your account to the side, then you know that you are not going to reach your goal that you set for yourself. All right. If you say you want to be physically healthy and you're going to start going to the gym 3 times a week starting December 1st, well, you can verify whether you're going to reach your goal or not if on December 1st you don't go to the gym, or if you do start going to the gym on December 1st, but you are finding yourself not going to the gym 3 times a week. That's verifiable, right? And then you also want to know what actions are you taking? So that's a strategy in your goals to set yourself up for success. Your goals have to be specific. All right. Strategy number 3, your goals have to be substantive and challenging. So when I say substantive, that means based in reality. All right. You can't say that you want to be a millionaire when you haven't even saved $1,000 yet. It's like levels. It's levels to this. They have to be important to you and they have to mean something to you. A lot of times you're not reaching your goal because they mean nothing to you. They have no real value to you. And you just created that goal because that's what everybody else doing. You want to lose weight because that's what society says you want to do. Because if that's something that you really wanted to do, you would do it, because we all do what we want to do. Right? So if that's something that you've been having a challenge with accomplishing goals, and that's really important for people who have the same goals all the time, the same goals every year, just be real with yourself. If it's something that you wanted to accomplish, you would have did it already. And if something that you really want to accomplish, it has to mean something to you for you to be successful at it. Okay? They also have to be large. Substantive means large. It has to literally stretch you. When I asked you the other day about your goals, I also said, do your goals stretch you? Do you have to grow into your goals? Do you have to grow into this vision? Because if not, your goals are too small. Your goals are too small. Your goals have to stretch you. Your goals have to scare you a little bit. Your goals have to challenge you. You want to grow and elevate to the next level in 2020 and beyond, you have to create goals that challenge you. Strategy number 3. I really like this strategy. I think this is really important. All right. So goals should be risky. Goals should have some risk attached to them, but they should also have wisdom associated with them as well. So you want some risk with your goals, but you also want to make wise decisions with your goals, because we all know, and if you don't know, the greater the risk, the greater the reward, right? So if you want financial freedom, you want to be physically active, you want to travel, you want to have a business, you want to buy a house, you want to create impact, you want to do all these things, right? But what are you willing to risk for your goals? What are you willing to risk for your goals? Are you willing to risk your sleep? Are you willing to risk, for my girls, your bundles or your nails or whatever it is that you do to stay cute and popping? Are you willing to risk your leisure time and going out every weekend like you used to do? You know? Are you willing to risk your 9 to 5 to live your dreams and to create your best life? Because now that's real. Because you know how many people I talk to on a daily basis that tell me, Antoinette, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to accomplish this vision, I want to live my dream. But you know what? I can't do it because I won't do it because I know that I can depend on that check every 2 weeks. What? You're not going to live your dream and this vision that God placed inside of you because you know that you're going to get a check every 2 weeks? That's crazy. And money not even really real for real. So you really going to sleep on what God gave you? That's crazy. So you got to be able to risk a little bit of something to gain something, but you got to be wise in your decision. So that's important. Strategy number 5, you have to be realistic. And when I say realistic, I'm talking about you have to be realistic in saying, do you have the internal resources and the external resources to accomplish the goal? Do you have the internal resources and the external resources? So you want to be a boss, but are you internally a boss now? Are you acting as if you are a boss now before you even get into that position? Are you showing yourself as a boss on the outside as well? Do you say you want to be financially free? Or do you have enough income to do that? Do you have to get another job? Do you have to develop a skill of yours so that you can get more income? Do you have to ask your superiors, your people for a raise? Like, what do you have to do to accomplish your goal? You have to be realistic, okay? And whatever you don't have, whatever resources you don't have, you can definitely get. But be realistic and do an assessment of your internal resources and your external resources so you can have the opportunity to get those resources for yourself. So that's strategy number 5. Now, strategy number 6, you have to be flexible without being wishy-washy, okay? So when you are designing these goals, you have to always have your goal in mind, but you cannot focus on the why. The how. You can't focus on the how. So you always got to have your goal in mind and know that what you want to accomplish, but don't focus on how it's going to happen. Just know that it's going to happen, and every day do something that's going to get you on track to your goal, that's going to move you forward to your goal. Just do what you're supposed to do every day. Just do what you can do every day, and know that your goal will manifest as long as you do your part and do what you can do every day. But you got to be flexible in that. So don't focus on the how, because when you don't focus on the how, that's you being flexible. That's you letting God do its work. All right? So be flexible. That's strategy number 6 when designing your goals so that you can live a great 2020 and beyond. Number 7, is this a goal that can be sustainable over a reasonable period of time? Will you be able to sustain this health goal, this business goal, this career goal? Will you be able to sustain it over a period of time? That's something that you really have to think about and be honest with yourself. All right? Number 8, your this goal, the goals that you are creating for 2020 and beyond, they have to be congruent with your values. All right? So a lot of times you're not getting what you want because what you want isn't congruent with your values. And a lot of times you don't even know what you want. Like, I didn't start realizing what I wanted until I was like 24, 25. I already had my kid. So I had to figure out who I was already having a kid. And I was already older. Like, sometimes because when we grow up and we're seeking all these things because we didn't have it in our households, so now we didn't have time to really understand and know who we are. So you don't even know what your values are. And that's the foundational work as well. You got to figure out what your values are so that you can set these goals up that align with who you are. Not who your mom is, not who your dad is, not who your best friend is, but who are you? You got to really define that for yourself so you can create goals that align with your values, because that's important. That's deep. And a lot of times you are working. Oh my goodness, that's so important. That's all I can say, how important it is for you to figure out who you are on the inside and change what needs to be changed and heal what needs to be healed so you can attract what you deserve. And you're not going to be able to attract what you deserve until you heal what needs to be healed within you. Oh my God, it's so important. It really is. So that's number 8. And last but not least, you want to set a reasonable time frame in accomplishing your goals. All right, you want to be set a reasonable time frame. So if you want to be a millionaire, you're not going to do it in a year. Be realistic. Set a reasonable time frame, okay? Set a strategy in place where you can get it done, but it might not be in the year. And if you say a year, then you probably didn't really think that through, unless you got some banging behind investments. And please share. You might say you want to start a business, and in your head, you might feel as though my business is going to pop in 3-6 months. It's going to be popping. And I just want to say that statistics say that, majority of businesses fail within 1 to 3 years. That's what they say. So if you are starting a business, give yourself enough time to have some highs, have some lows. Just give yourself time. Give yourself time. That's all I'm saying. You want to set a reasonable time frame. And then in another instance, say if you have like a weight goal or something like that, for example, and you might want to lose, you saying you want to lose 10 pounds. Now, you want to lose 10 pounds in 2020, it don't take you a whole year to do that. It don't take you a whole year to lose 20 pounds or 10 pounds or even 20 pounds. So you don't want to give yourself too much time and you don't want to give yourself not enough time. Okay? So, also, that was the end of the 9 strategies that you can use, but I want to share with y'all some questions, leave y'all with some questions that you can, when you are shaping your goals, ask yourself these questions, and then this is going to help you to design and shape your goals even farther. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, when you are designing your goals for your 2020 and beyond, here we go. Number 1, is this goal stated in an outcome or result language? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go back. Go back to strategy number 1. Number 2, is this goal specific enough to drive behavior? Ask yourself this question when you are writing your goals and you are developing your goals for 2020 and beyond. Number 3, how will I know when I have accomplished this goal? When you are looking at your goal, ask yourself, how will I know? Where is it at in this goal? How will I know when I have accomplished this goal? It needs to be in there. All right. Number 4, if I accomplish this goal, will it make a difference? That's important. Ask yourself, will this goal make a difference? That's like your why, and that will support you in going forward. Number 5, will it really help manifest the vision that I have for my life? Will this goal that I'm working on, this goal that I'm creating, will this help me to manifest the full vision that I have for my life? Okay? Number 6, are there risks associated with this goal, and is there some wisdom attached as well? When you read in that goal, what's the risk and what's the wisdom? What's the risk? What's the wisdom? Number 7, ask yourself, is it doable? Is it doable? Don't set yourself up for failure. Now, dream big, but don't set yourself up for failure. Is it doable? Right? Number 8, can I sustain this goal over the long haul? Ask yourself when you are looking at that goal, can I sustain this goal over the long haul? That's important because that's also being used as a barrier to set yourself up for success and not failure. All right? Because you can look for, like just right now, if you want to lose weight, is this a good time for you to start your diet? I don't know. Thanksgiving is in 2 days. I'm going to go hard. I don't know about you. So I'm just saying. Number 9, does this goal have flexibility? 10, is this goal keeping up with my values? Ask yourself, does this goal align with my values? And last but not least, 11, ask yourself when designing your goals for your 2020, have I set a realistic time frame for accomplishing this goal. All right, so y'all, I really hope that this Lunch and Learn was very helpful for you. I really hope you got something out of it. I hope that you have been getting something out of all my Lunch and Learns. And if you missed any of them, please go to my YouTube channel, Antoinette Develops. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the last day, the last Lunch and Learn for the week. I'm giving myself a break. It's the holidays. So I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm still creating the message. So if you have any suggestions, you can always leave a comment or email me. That's in the description box. And yeah, you always know, y'all, TGN Development Company, we are accepting clients at this moment. So if you need support in working towards your goals and designing your ideal life and making that happen, please email me, TGN@Antoinette Develops. I want to work with you. I want to be a part of your development team. I want to help you. I want to support you in living your dreams. So email me, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Later.